Finland is claiming. It says a Russian jet violated Finnish airspace. As per Finland's defense ministry, the Russian fighter jet flew into Finland's airspace on Monday. The jet allegedly entered 2.5 kilometers into Finland's territory. What's more, the Russian military jet stayed in Finland's airspace for about 2 minutes. The airspace violation reportedly happened in the eastern part of the Gulf of Finland. This is the first such airspace violation since Finland became a NATO member, which means if Finland's claims are correct, what you essentially have here is Russia entering NATO airspace, and that is dangerous, that is provocative. Speaking of which, let me tell you what America has done. It has armed a faction of the Ukrainian armed forces that Russia brands as neo-Nazis. The US has lifted weapon sanctions that were imposed on the Azov Brigade. This is a unit of the Ukrainian military with quite a checkered history. The Azov Brigade started off as a militia that was absorbed into the Ukrainian National Guard in 2015. This unit is accused of human rights violations by the United Nations, which is why Washington had banned the Azov Brigade from using American arms. But now, as the war escalates, Washington has pulled a swift U-turn. The State Department has said, and I'm quoting here, after thorough review, Ukraine's 12th Special Forces Azov Brigade passed Leahy vetting as carried out by the US Department of State. What is the Leahy vetting? The Leahy law prevents the US from militarily assisting foreign units that are guilty of human rights violation. So what the US is basically saying now is that the Azov Brigade is not guilty of human rights violation, that Washington has found, quote unquote, no evidence. What gives? Perhaps the desperation to defeat Russia at all costs? You see, the Azov Brigade has proved to be very effective in the war. It fought hard to defend the Azovstal steel mill in Mariupol. This was in the early months of the war. The battle went in favor of Russia, but the strong front put up by the Azov Brigade did not go unnoticed. And now, as the war escalates, the US has decided to give the Azov Brigade full access to its cache of weapons. And here is how Russia has reacted to this. Listen to this.
Крайне негативно. Речь идет о ультранационалистах, ультранационалистических вооруженных подразделениях. И, собственно, такая внезапная смена позиции Вашингтона говорит о том, что они ничем не гнушаются в своих попытках подавить Россию. Подавить Россию, используя, естественно, Украину, украинский народ в качестве инструмента в своих руках.
So what you have here is escalation from both the sides, leaving ample scope for a fatal miscalculation.